I bet you don't know the #1 complaint against modern healthcare and medical services in the US. Nope, it's not access or cost, although, come on, there's a lot that could hold a close second place there. The #1 complaint is, who's in charge of my care? That's why I know you'll love my new Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto and member site training program. But before I tell you any more, this work is the culmination of all my learning across 20 years in natural medicine and working alongside mainstream MDs in major medical centers. In 1999, I met a real-life barefoot doctor, and what I learned from this man changed everything about my life and gave me enormous value and useful insight into the best system of patient empowerment and self-care ever created. Now, I teach about this incredible material to people everywhere I go, and I have the book and member site to deepen my students' understanding quickly. But it wasn't this way at the beginning. I struggled for years just to understand and solve the riddle of East-West integration in medicine. You see, most holistic enthusiasts disregard the value of the mainstream modern medical system. Not me. The truth is, we all know modern emergency medicine is a wonderful system when you're really buggered by trauma or life-threatening acute illness. This fact led me to look harder and deeper, and what I discovered and will teach you in this short 3-lesson training series is the exact and specific advantages. This fact led me to look harder and deeper, and what I discovered and will teach you in this short 3-lesson training series is the exact and specific advantages of the holistic medical system from Asia that almost no North American person of Western cultural origin has even the slightest notion of, even if they know it exists at all. And the overwhelming majority of people who do learn something about this holistic system from Asia mostly end up stopping their training at their understanding at a New Age level that amounts to, positive thinking is good for you. Okay, I agree so far as positive thinking goes. Mindfulness? Sure, I'm in on that too. But that is not what I'm going to share with you today and in my Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto. After I wrote my first book, Tao of Integration, I looked for an even simpler way to reach people with the huge benefits and obvious advantages of holistic self-care. My latest book, Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto, and the other material I'm going to gift you for free are the result of that quest. Patient Empowerment and Self-Care is much more than a book. It is also a member site with video demonstrations and a comprehensive training program for holistic medical professionals and even total beginners who want to learn the most sophisticated and empowering self-care system ever created anywhere in the world, the Chinese medical system. Most people think of Chinese medicine, if they think of it at all, along with a considerable list of other spiritual positive thinking practices. Far from it. Chinese medicine has an elegant internal logic that allows you to diagnose and treat yourself using the 4 most obvious and important areas of patient empowerment and self-care anywhere. These are, of course, diet, exercise, remedies and treatments, and state-of-mind practices. This book covers my favorite patient empowerment and self-care practices and even gives you demonstration links inside the text and a membership site with special reports and expert interviews. On everything from sex to chocolate to probiotic foods that you can make and enjoy, all on your own so you stay out of your doctor's office and take back your own power as an individual patient who knows how to heal and manage chronic conditions. That's what patient empowerment and self-care is really all about. It's you being able to manage and help yourself. When you learn patient empowerment and self-care the Chinese way, you get a new lease on life. You feel hope and the certainty that your health and your fate are back in your own hands where they belong, and not merely left to profit-gouging Big Pharma and their FDA cronies. So click below to get your free copy of the Introduction to Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto, because in video lesson number 2, I'm going to have an even better gift, the Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Sign-Symptom Matrix that shows you exactly how to target your own patterns of imbalance, as well as where you need to go in the Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto book and member site area to start rebalancing your patterns today. So stick around and look for video lesson number 2 coming soon, and for your Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Sign-Symptom Matrix, because this thing will blow your mind with its elegance and simplicity. Click below to download the Introduction to Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto. It's totally free and only about 20 pages, so you can get through it quickly. The intro will give you a good idea of what's in the whole book and what to expect from the rest of your free training. Do yourself a favor and get it today so you're ready for the next installment of this 3 free lesson video training series. There is simply no system like the Chinese medical system for patient empowerment and self-care. Is there anything more pressing than having and maintaining good health? Not if you have a chronic condition, there isn't. Read the introduction to the manifesto and get ready for lesson 2 and 3 coming next. Believe me when I tell you that it's worth 30 minutes of your life to just take a peek at all the Chinese medical system has already built into it for patient empowerment and self-care. Aren't you just a little curious to find out what the Chinese medical system has that modern medicine doesn't? Aren't you just a little curious to have this elegant system explained to you in a way you can understand by a Western professional who can make it easy and usable for you and your specific concerns? The holistic system was created from its inception about 2,400 years ago as a system of patient empowerment and self-care. This is the approach that is missing from modern medicine. Don't you miss it too. Hi everybody, my name's Christian. I'm the creator of the Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Training Program. Just want to encourage you, go ahead and download the Introduction to the Patient Empowerment and Self-Care Manifesto. It's on the button down below. And really dig into this material. I'm going to come back in video number 2, and I'm going to have an even better gift for you, a really special thing that I worked on with several different colleagues and professionals to really make sure that we had this right. This is your sign-symptom matrix. That's coming in video 2, and then I even have another bonus gift for you in lesson number 3. Download the introduction, read through it. Believe me when I tell you, the Chinese model for patient empowerment is, if you're dealing with a chronic condition, this is what you've been looking for. Okay, I know of no source that has put this together so that regular people who have never been to Chinese medical school can really learn this material quickly. Okay, once you see what I'm talking about by reading through, the introduction is only 20 pages, so check it out. Get it today. I think I've said enough about it already, but I want to encourage you. I'll see you tomorrow and in video number 2 and read through the introduction. You're going to want to go back and read it again, but at least familiarize yourself with what's coming in the entire book and in the training program, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.